because we obviously have to train for what the champion is gonna... Tapu Fini, what is that Tapu Fini? Tapu Lele, and it's an ice type Tapu Lele. Okay, so this is looking like it's kind of cactus deserty, and I'm just hoping it's not ground.
Butterfree,
Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. But guys, another episode of our Pokemon XENOVERSE Nuzlocke Let's Play. If you guys are excited, and I know you guys are, destroy the like button down below, guys. 6,000 likes is your key to unlock the bonus episode, and we are here ready to throw down at the Elite Four of Pokemon XENOVERSE. I have decided to add Excalibur to the team. I read through the comments, I took the suggestions. I was told, and I don't know how accurate this is, but I was told that the Elite Four starts in mid-60s, goes up to low 70s. I felt like this was a good middle ground. I got everyone to about 68, 70-ish, you know, about there, very high 60s. I felt like it was a good level to be at, and I decided to go with Excalibur. So I'm gonna break down the entire team for you guys and what I decided with and how these movesets and everything are gonna play out. So we've got our Medieval here, which is Rock and Fairy's got the Bright Powder. Sturdy, of course, which is very clutch, very defensive, very bulky. It adds another ground weakness to my team. I now have 3 ground weaknesses, which is a little scary. I have a couple air balloons I could use. I've got a couple different sugar berries, things like that, in case we run into a ground type trainer. But one of the big things is while training this thing up, it learned the move King Shield, which may or may not be bugged in this. We know Spiky Shield, Protect have tendency to be bugged if you try to use them multiple times. Gotta be careful there, but we do have King Shield, Moonblast, Rock Slide, Stealth Rocks, and this is why it's on the team, really. Stealth Rocks I felt like was too good, and then King Shield was a nice upgrade. Then, of course, we've got Choice Banded Hercules here, Bug and Fighting type. I really like the fact that a couple of his weaknesses, Psychic, well, actually, primarily Flying, are resisted by Medieval as well. This resists the ground type moves that a Medieval wouldn't like. Very, very physical offensive, obviously. We do have that Choice Band to hit incredibly hard. That is our plan there. Standard set, Hammer, Arm, Mega Horn, Earthquake, U-Turn. Terror, aka Scarfosmo's got that Life Orb. Very, very bulky, very specially offensive. You already know Trick Room, and then just attack. Psychic, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball. We've got Nanners coming back with the Leftovers. Very naturally bulky, great typing overall, very, very fast, of course. Shell Armor, can't be crit. Leech Seed, Spiky Shield, Drop Kick, and Substitute. Love that set, very stally, very, very good. Trishot, of course, carrying that Expert Bell, gonna boost up his super effective hits. And he's got Earthquake, Starburst, Jet Strike, and Lava Plume. I think that's the best set. I mean, I could run Flare Blitz on it or something like that, because he's got a physical attack stat that's a little higher. I do like Boom Burst as well, but I do think the extra damage that you get from Starburst and being a physical attack is definitely worthwhile. And then Ryoko here carrying that Life Orb, very, very specially offensive, of course, very fast as well. Thought about potentially trying to get some different options on this thing, but I think this is just a really good set. Volt Switch, Perfect Lair, Discharge, and Dragon Pulse. Very, very strong. Maybe I consider swapping Discharge off for Thunderbolt, but I like the potential para, even though Perfect Lair always paras. I feel like having that option is just too good for us to pass up. So, that is our team of 6 Pokemon. I've got the items that I need. I've stocked up. I've got everything healed. We should be good to go. So let's jump into it here in Pokemon XENOVERSE, the Elite Four. Wish me luck, team. And like I said, like the video if you haven't yet. Let's do it. And I think warning. Once you enter Mount Zodiac, you can never use a Pokemon Center or stock up on any kind of item. Do I wish to proceed? Yes, I'm proceeding. So let's see what we got here. I have no idea what to expect. There's a beacon there. The music is so epic though, by the way. I'm very nervous. I am very nervous for what to expect. We're gonna come up top here and maybe run into our first trainer. We're in the jungle. Yo, this jungle vibe is so sick. I'm loving it. Does that mean our first trainer is... Now we got Psychic Stones everywhere? Okay, is he grass? Is he Psychic? Oh, it's this guy. Okay, he's the jungle dude. Okay. Welcome, Chosen One. Yes, it's gonna be all the dudes. It's gonna be all the Cardinals. All right, well, let's see what you got for me, man. For years, I guarded the Hylian Temple, hoping to come back in this sacred land someday. A land where the almighty Luxflawn molded the earth just for its Cardinals. Is there anything more a man can crave? Chosen One, it's thanks to you that I am now able to stand here at the base of Mount Zodiac. Very well, I hope you're ready. I'm going to show you my gratitude with a fierce battle. I wonder if he's gonna be like grass bug types. Let's see what level he is. I just want to set up Stealth Rocks, but this is Cardinal Chua, and he's gonna lead off with a Sigilyph. That's a Psychic type at level 59, so pretty low level to start. I am very over leveled at this point in the game, but he misses because of my Bright Powder. I get a Stealth Rock up. That is big. That is very big. And now I'm gonna drop a Rock Slide in his face and hope I don't get flinched. No flinch. Rock Slide comes off, and that should obliterate the Sigilyph. He does have a focus set. Oh, he just straight up lived. All right, I'll Moonblast then. He's gonna full restore, but Moonblast will be good here. I have a chance to drop his special attack, and this Sigilyph doesn't seem to be all that big of an issue at this point in the game. So I'll just hopefully not get flinched. There we go, Rock Slide comes off and beats the Sigilyph. I was told to train to this level, guys, so don't get mad at me if I blow back a couple Cardinals here, because we obviously have to train for what the champion is gonna... Tapu Fini, what is that Tapu Fini? I'm sorry, what is that? I have no idea what type it is. I have no idea. I have no idea what type it is. It looks like it could be ground? Maybe it's made out of wood, is it grass? I think I'm gonna go Nanners because it doesn't look like a fire type, so let's go Nanners. Level 64. All right, Nanners. Flash Cannon, Steel? I don't know. I'm gonna assume he gets a special defense drop, which is really annoying. I'm going to assume this is, I'm gonna substitute. I'm faster. And Dark Pulse. Okay, so with me having a special defense drop, I probably have to switch. I mean, I would love, love, love to be able to get up a Leech Seed here. But so far, it's gone for Flash Cannon, and then it just went for Dark Pulse. So what do I want to do here? I mean, I would love to stay in a Leech Seed. I'm just not convinced that I'm going to live a hit unless I get the healing first. Do I want to go Ryoko and try to U-turn on it? I just don't even know what type it is. Or Volt Switch, rather. Like, if he's a ground type and I get blown back, we've seen two different moves. Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon. Let me go Ryoko. I mean, I'm significantly leveled up, so like I should be able to take a hit anyway. Dark Pulse again. That did an absurd amount of damage. Okay, so Dark Pulse is its stab. I'm gonna Volt Switch, and it hits it. And it does a lot of damage. Okay. I think Vibrato comes in here, outspeeds, and then we just go for... We just try to knock it out, right? Yeah, I think I like that, because I obviously can't go Excalibur because it'd be Flash Cannons. So let's go Vibrato here. I think I can take one hit and then just outspeed him and knock him out. Here comes the Dark Pulse again. Okay, it didn't do as much. He gets some sort of recovery. Oh, he's got a Citrus Berry. All right, well, again, I don't know what type he is. I'm gonna Starburst. I missed! And he has Dark Pulse again. Okay, I'm just gonna trust it and Starburst. Come on. Oh, it's not very effective. Okay, that's fine though. That's fine though. We're just gonna Lava Plume. Gonna full restore. All right, well, Lava Plume should do a lot. Okay, good. Lava Plume again. Okay, we got rid of that, but I took a lot of damage on my team for that, so still don't know what that, maybe it's Psychic. I mean, we saw Dark Pulse, we saw, here comes Claydol. Okay, this has gotta be the Psychic Gym then, or Psychic Trainer. Why is Psychic so good against me? I feel like Terra's a really good switch in, and then maybe go Nanners. My team is so weak against ground, though. That's why this is such a problem, because my team is so weak against ground. All right, I'm gonna go Terror. And hope this thing doesn't have Dark Pulse. The Ancient Powers, no boost. Okay, no boost. I actually think my best play here at this point is Trick Room and then just start going for Shadow Balls. Or just Shadow Ball. I don't know if I'm faster. Claydol's pretty fast. I'm gonna Trick Room. He's got Ancient Power again. Okay, so Trick Room is really good here. And then I can Shadow Ball. And this should one-shot. And it does. Okay, so if this is the Psychic leader, then we are in a really good spot with Terra right now with Trick Room up. Although they might have their own. Niberia! Okay, we know about that. That's Psychic and Rock. We're gonna assume we're slower and Shadow Ball. I think Terra's about to sweep this. I think Terra's about to sweep this with Trick Room. Trick Room is so good if you can use it right. And what else you got? Curse Sage? We're assuming that's faster too. So I'm gonna go for Shadow Ball again. I think we just swept. Yes! Okay, so I have come to the conclusion that each of these guys has a Tapu, and we're gonna have to figure that out. But we beat Cardinal Chua. His Tapu was Psychic. Your mind is as strong as it is sharp, Chosen One. You showed me that. Okay. Whoo, baby. For a long time, I've awaited the arrival of a Messiah, asking myself if they would have been worthy of the task fate brought upon them. Now that I've seen it for myself, though, any doubt was cast aside. aDrive, you really deserve your title of Chosen One. However, I'm but the first opponent of several you will have to face today. Harsh battles await you further in this mountain. You'd better quell both mind and soul before progressing. Any hints on what's next? I don't know, but I'm gonna heal up. So let me do a little bit of hyper potioning here. I'm gonna heal up and then we're gonna head towards the next person. And Vibrato, by the way, Vibrato's HP is weird, so when he transforms, if he doesn't have the same amount of, it always glitches down to like 1 HP, which is kind of weird. But all right, I think everything's good. I don't think I have to change anything on the team. I don't know what's next, but maybe it's fire or dragon. I don't know. Let's go find out. All right, headed into this cave now, and this will probably take us to the next level of the mountain, Mount Zodiac. And again, I don't know what we're gonna face. We know what two of the Cardinals, right? We assume one of them is that Ice Queen that we saw in the last episode, and the other one's that big dude who had the dragon. So one of the reasons I grabbed, yeah, it's Ice next. Okay, so we know Ice is next. This should be, I mean, Excalibur, Lancelot, Vibrato should be really strong here. And if it is indeed Ice, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Ryoko and I'm gonna give it a Yachi Berry. That's going to allow us to potentially take 1 hit from an Ice type. Let's see if I can find a Yachi. There's the Yachi Berry. And I'm also going to give it Flash Cannon as well, since we know it can learn Flash Cannon. This means that I'm going to lose Discharge because, let me make sure I have Thunderbolt as well. Assuming I have Thunderbolt, then I'll swap out Discharge for Flash Cannon. And then, yeah, I do have Thunderbolt. So I'm gonna swap out Discharge for Flash Cannon, and then afterwards I'll swap it back for Thunderbolt. So let me find Flash Cannon, wherever that is. Okay, I think this is the right decision, so we're gonna give him Flash Cannon. Like I said, that gives him a super effective hit. He does have the Yachi Berry. I'm just gonna run through the team one more time and just make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, looking good. Let's see what we got here. I had a feeling that that lady was going to be one of the Cardinals, and it looks like that is definitely the case. So I'm gonna leave Medieval here because if I can set up Stealth Rocks, that's gonna do approximately 25% to everything. We have Sturdy, but we have to be very mindful that even with Sturdy, if this thing has sets up the Hail, we could be in trouble. And I just realized maybe I should throw Sunny Day on something. Yeah, you know what? I think I have Sunny Day. I just thought of this. I think, yeah. So here's my logic. I'm thinking throwing Sunny Day on Vibrato over Earthquake might be worthwhile. And I could always teach him Earthquake afterwards. So I'm thinking that's what I want to do, because there could be a scenario where they set up Hail and I need to stop the Hail. And I feel like Vibrato is my best bet to do that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I don't think against an Ice team I would need an Earthquake when I have Fire moves and Hail moves and stuff. So I'm going to get rid of Earthquake, and hopefully that having Sunny Day is going to be helpful for us. All right, here we go. Who would have expected you to be the chosen one everyone's making a fuss about? Oh yes, Neva? Brr. I can't help but shiver when I think that Luxflon wanted us both here at the same time. Our meeting was decided by fate. I may be the youngest Cardinal, but that doesn't mean I won't fulfill my duty as seriously as the other ones. You'll see, my coldness is going to freeze you solid. Come at me. Bruh? All right, so we're taking on this lady right here, the Cardinal Neva, and her Ice types. She's gonna lead it off with an Avalugg. Avalugg's very scary. It does get things like Gyro Ball, does get Rapid Spin. I'm gonna just, and it is hailing out the gate. So I'm just gonna click Stealth Rocks here, I think, right out the gates. I think having Stealth Rock up is really nice. Let's see what he wants to do. He does have Avalanche. And that doesn't do much, actually. It doesn't really do much at all. So what I wanna do now is I'm gonna King Shield and try to drop his attack stat. Here comes the Avalanche. And it does give me the attack drop. Okay, so we get a massive attack drop on the Avalugg. And now what I wanna do is, there's a really good chance this thing has Earthquake, just knowing what Avalugg does. But let me go Vibrato now that we got that attack drop, and we're gonna try to set up the Sun. Here comes the Avalanche again, and I'm thinking setting up the Sun here is worth my time. I really do. So let's set up Sunny Day, and we'll see how that changes the battle. Here comes the Curse, so he's gonna start boosting his defenses up, but again, he does have an attack drop. Now, my play here is, it's 1,000,000% Lava Plume. It's just a matter of will he have Sturdy. He does not have Sturdy, so that's huge for us. We knock out the Avalugg, minimal damage against the team. Stealth Rock's up. Here comes Beartic, and again, huge moves! Huge moves, guys! I think I just saved ourselves, because this has got to be Slush Rush. We changed the weather on her, and I'm so glad I did. That was huge. Here comes Sasquatch. I think this thing is fire. Oh, he's fire and ice! He just took half health. Okay, do I just Lava Plume him? There's no way he's Flash Fire, right? Full restore to heal up the Stealth Rocks, dude? He's can't be Flash Fire. Let's go! Oh my God, Vibrato! Oh my God! Tapu Lele! And it's an Ice type Tapu Lele! I'm just clicking Lava Plume. Let's go! Yo! Let's get it, Vibrato! And the sun's gone. Here comes Wall Rain with no hail. There's no hail that comes back. Okay. So sound is super effective against him. Do I just click Starburst? I think I just swept this Cardinal with my Trish out. Oh my God! Okay, that's not even fair. That's not even fair. My bones are shivering. Oh my gosh. That was a majestic duel. If it's true that cold preserves things, then I hope it will preserve this memory in my mind forever. Let me tell you something. No snowflake will ever be the same as another one, but it will be as splendid regardless. Keep it in your thoughts and push forward. The other Cardinals await you. Okay, so we just went big brain plays right there, guys. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Well, I'm hoping that I can make a decision on what the next one is just by seeing it. So let's head towards the next one and then maybe we'll tweak the team as necessary. But gosh, that was a body bag. Okay, so this is looking like it's kind of cactus deserty and I'm just hoping it's not ground. Because if it's ground, we are in a lot of, it might be flying. There's like a windstorm there. Yeah, I have a feeling, oh, we're trapped now. There you are, chosen one. I hope I can heal, I didn't heal yet. Okay, I can heal. So I'm assuming this is flying right here, right? So we're gonna make those tweaks back to the team. I'm gonna Lepa Berry, heal up, all that good stuff. We have a really good matchup against flying. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm gonna get rid of Flash Cannon for Thunderbolt again. I'm gonna get rid of Sunny Day for Earthquake. Although rain could be kind of annoying against flying. You know what, I'm gonna keep Sunny Day just in case. Actually, the more I think about it. And let me make a few other tweaks. I wanna use a Lepa Berry to heal up my Starburst attacks, some things like that. So let me just make sure everything's all trained up. All right, let's see what he's got for us here. You know, before I was chosen as a Cardinal, I wandered all over the world. I wanted to know the marvels beyond Sunflare Canyon. Thick woods, ranging rivers, vast oceans, snowy peaks, those were the things nature gifted us. Every day I'll thank the light being for letting me be able to witness the beauty of these marvels. And now that I'm finally able to repay all this, I won't let this chance slip. Behold, Grandpa, your peyote is ready to soar. I just realized I forgot to change off the item off of Ryoko, which is a bit unfortunate because that's a lot of damage I'd be missing out on. But it is a Skarmory lead. It makes me wonder if they're gonna try to set hazards. I wanna get him my own Stealth Rock, so I'm gonna go for it. Obviously, he can go for a Steel type move and deal a lot of damage to me right now. He's gonna go for Spike, okay. Well, that's gonna set the tone for this, but if you wanna play that game, I'll go, do I wanna just go Ryoko and just start bopping things? I'm kind of feeling like just going Ryoko and just bopping some stuff because I feel like what's gonna happen, he's gonna start trying to whirlwind me. So I'll take some Spike. Here comes a second layer of Spike. All right, we're gonna just T-Bolt. He's gonna have Sturdy. It's just a matter of does he Whirlwind or does he go for third layer of Spike? He does Sturdy and he does go for a third layer of Spike. So I'm taking 25% on entry for everything. I'm just gonna T-Bolt again as he's probably gonna heal. He obviously does. But I have a really good matchup against flying types. So Sturdy helps him again. Does he heal again? He does. So my man's got a couple full restores here, but this Thunderbolt should blow him back. And we're gonna activate the Sturdy again, that's fine. I do have to minimize my switching though, so because of those spikes. I have my own rocks up though. I might just sweep with Ryoko, guys. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. And I'm gonna also be real, I'm not necessarily convinced that me being level 68 here versus like a 66 or 67 is all that big of a deal. Because I think type-wise, we just have a really good matchup against these first few people. Here comes Tapu Koko. That thing is flying and maybe electric. I'm just gonna T-Bolt it. He's got Throat Chop, so he's really fast. Oh my God, that did a lot. This should one-shot, I would think. Yeah, it does. Oh my gosh. We are obliterating these dudes. Okay, here comes a Xatu. Do I, you know what? Let's use our first potion. I think I'm just gonna sweep with Ryoko, to be honest. I don't see any reason to. Yeah, he's got Air Slash. You're not even gonna come close to beating me. Not even gonna come close. I didn't even train that much, guys. Like, I legitimately this is where I was. I got like 1 level on dudes. And what else you got? A Herok. Well, I know about that dude. I don't think oh, he's got Drizzle. Okay, but this is his last, isn't it? Do I just T-bolt it? He's gonna Hurricane me. He's gonna Agility? Okay. But you're not gonna one-shot me if I just Dragon Pulse you. Oh, Thunder. But I ever said 4 times resist. Yeah, what was he doing against me, Ryoko? I wall his entire team. Yeah, I wall his entire team. Okay, well, we beat that Cardinal too. Jeez, we are just running through these Cardinals here. Even the strongest of Predator birds can't stand a chance against a Tempest. I gave everything I had in this battle, but you showed me a strength without equals. I expected no less from the trainer chosen by Luxflon. Even greater heights await you. Now spread your wings and push forward. All right, so we're gonna push forward and see what our next Cardinal has in store for us. And based on all this magma here, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's gonna potentially be fire, maybe dragon. I'm not sure, but you guys are gonna find out on the next episode. Nah, I'm just kidding, I'll do another one. I can't go back. All right, well, let me train up my team and make sure everyone is actually good to battle this. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of Sunny Day this time. I'm gonna give him Will-O-Wisp. I've also got a Habanberry on both Ryoko and Vibrato because I'm assuming at this point that I'm facing dragons, but I'm not sure. Let me actually go forward a little bit further and see if he's gotta be dragon, right? I gotta assume this guy's dragon. I just gotta assume this guy's dragon. So I got Habanberries on these 2 to reduce the power of dragon type moves. Everyone else is pretty standard, you know, Excalibur is doing what he's doing. I mean, I could swap the leftovers off Nanners for an Akaberry. Probably worthwhile. I'm gonna do that. Most dragons learn fire moves, they really do. Yeah, it's gotta be dragon. I think that's dragon, not fire. I really do. Although he looks like he could be either one, to be honest. I was waiting for your arrival, chosen one. All right, Abraham, I guess we're throwing down, dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna lead with Excalibur and see how we do this. Dragon's a little trickier than the rest of the types that I've faced, if I'm being honest. It's definitely trickier. So, let's do it. I remember the day our paths crossed at the top of Mount Starburst like the day before yesterday. Back then you were still green, but I could already read in the stars you were destined to accomplish great deeds. So I decided to help you then, but now the almighty Luxflon chose another path for me. My duty will now be to chest the chosen one to force him to use his full potential to its fullest extent. Therefore, on this sacred mountain whose peaks are never touched by either day or night, as the Almighty's wish, I, Abraham, the last Cardinal, will test your might against the fury of my dragon-type Pokemon. All right, so we were right, he's dragon, which makes me feel really good about bringing Excalibur. He's gonna lead with a Turtonator, that's dragon and fire. Pretty good spot for Excalibur. I think I still click Stealth Rocks always. I think just getting him Stealth Rocks in every battle is gonna be worth our time. And he goes for Iron Defense, so he's actually gonna boost himself up here. This thing is pretty scary. I don't have Earthquake anymore. What I can do though is I can just Moonblast or Rock Slide. I like the Moonblast because the special attack drop would be nice. It's a neutral hit. And it does a solid chunk. And he's gonna Flamethrower me. No burn would be really nice. That does a lot. There's a crit. I think I'm gonna Rock Slide for a flinch and then Moonblast for the KO. Good damage. I don't get the flinch. Here comes the Flamethrower. And he's most likely going to heal at this point, which is fine. So I'm gonna Moonblast, and he does go for that full restore. A special attack drop would make this really, really good for me though. Okay, I don't get it. I'm gonna go for the Rock Slide again and chip him down and maybe get a flinch. I don't get the flinch. He does go for the Flamethrower one more time. I'm obviously gonna wanna heal up. I think I just clicked Stealth Rocks. I choked. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Okay. Woo. All right, well that was really sketchy. My controller got stuck and I almost choked. But let's heal up Excalibur, and he's gonna full restore too. Okay. I don't want to waste all my Rock Slides, so I'm just gonna Moonblast. And all I need is like a really good high roll, maybe. Yeah, I'm not getting it, but he's only Flamethrowing, so again, he really can't do much to me. He crits me again. All the crits. All right, I'll use one more Rock Slide. This is the last one I want to use. He probably used all his. I'm trying to get that flinch. I don't get it, but we should be able to knock out this Turtonator on the next attack here. And Moonblast should do it. My controller's stuck again. There we go. Moonblast should pick off the Turtonator. And that's gonna be 1 down. I've used 1 potion so far, so we'll try not to use more than that. Here comes Bulu. That is a dragon Tapu Bulu. I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I have to assume that Nanners is an okay bet here. Actually, you know what? Let's King Shield. We're gonna King Shield. He's almost gotta be physical, right? He Iron Heads, but his stats didn't go down. Let's go Nanners. Why did your stats not go down? Hyper Cutter. Throat Chop. Oh my god, that did so much damage. I'm going to... Do I Leech Seed? I'm going to Leech Seed. I hit it. An Iron Head, I can take that. Okay, good. I got the Leech Seed off. Getting some recovery here. I think if I Trop Kick, that means I live the Throat Chop, because like, I can't do an attack drop on him. I'm gonna Spiky Shield then. It worked, it didn't get bugged. And here comes, oh, he's got Dual Chop as a dragon move, okay. He takes a little bit of chip damage, I'm gonna heal that off. And Nanners is doing really well. So, at this point, I have to assume, I'm gonna sub, I have to assume that he Throat Chop, so that's the one that breaks my sub, okay. I have to assume that he has Hyper Cutter. I can't Spiky Shield again, it's too risky. So if he's Dragon and, do I go Lancelot? I don't know if I want to risk that. Honestly, I just sub again. Yeah, let's just click sub again, see if he makes a wrong attack. The Iron Heads. And it doesn't break it. Sweet. Okay, so I'm under the assumption here that Spiky Shield isn't gonna work, so I'm gonna Drop Kick and see if we get a drop. I don't think we will, but it's probably 4 times resisted. And he has full metal body, that's why his stats don't go down. Okay, makes sense. Nanners sub goes down. I'm gonna knock out the Bulu though, which is very nice. So, oh wait, he's still living, but Drop Kick will finish him off. Or do I sub? I think I sub actually. Yeah, I sub just on the off chance that he doesn't break the sub here with Iron Head. Yeah, he threw a chop. Okay, so we're gonna knock him out either way, but the sub was definitely the right play there. Just in case, because if he Iron Heads or dual chops, then we're good. So we just beat his ace, level 67. So that's a pretty high level ace, but our team is just really good. Here comes that Scaleon. And this is the thing that I'm really nervous about. He could have Fire Blast, right? So do I go Ryoko and just hope he doesn't Fire Blast me? That seems very risky. Like, I want to go Excalibur, but I'm not at full health, so it seems kind of risky too. Excalibur actually seems like a really solid switch in here. But he's at half health, which is what concerns me. I see him going for a dragon move above all, so let's go Ryoko. I mean, going a fire move if he has it. He Dragon Claws, my Haban Berry's gonna activate. Okay, well we took it, but I'm annoyed at the situation. I'm gonna assume I'm faster and I can Volt Switch. I am faster, I do get the Volt Switch. I wasted my berry on some stupid stuff though. All right, we're going Excalibur then. Because it's almost guaranteed that he clicks Dragon Move again. There's the Flamethrower, so I was right, he had it. He did have it. All right, I'm gonna use my second potion right now because we may wall. And if we wall, then we're in good shape, so let's just heal up. He's got flame, yeah, I don't know if he has anything to touch me. Excalibur turned out to be so good right now. We click Moonblast. I'm faster. Excalibur is a very fast set of boulders. Goodbye, Scaleon. That's what I'm talking about. All right, what else you got for me? And Haxorus. Haxorus may have Iron Head. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I'll one-shot him and I'm faster. He's got Earthquake. Oh, Medieval, you are so good! Oh my gosh. The Knights of the Round Table, Lancelot sits with Excalibur to have his biggest meals. And here comes Dragonite. Takes half health, breaks his multi-scale. What do I wanna do? What do I wanna do? I don't have like a safe option though. That's the thing, right? So like, what's my safest option here? I think it's actually heal Excalibur, use my last potion on Excalibur, and then Moonblast. Extreme speed, okay. Wow. Oh, it's a sound move. Okay, I'm just gonna Moonblast then. I'm actually gonna King Shield, hold up. Don't you dare Dragon Dance on me! Let's go! We should take this, no crits. Get wrecked, bro. Get wrecked, Cardinals. Oh wait, he's still alive. How did you live that? Ice Punch? That's a good Dragonite. King Shield, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Wreck, dude. I can only be proud of being able to cultivate a talent such as yours. Those who don't let the capital sin of rage devour them, but on the contrary are able to tame it, without having to let go of this overwhelming power equal to that of a volcano, this is the cross line between common people and chosen ones. aDrive, by challenging you, us 4 Cardinals have fulfilled the duty we were destined to. Now go, turn your sight towards the land you're protecting from the peak of the mountain that sees it all. The peak where God's rest is yours. All right, so we're assuming there's a champion on the other side of this. And we are headed there right now on the next episode. This time, I'm making you guys wait for the next episode for the champion. Smash that like button down below, guys. You already know we still have plenty of Xenoverse to go. We've got the champion and then more. There's a lot of post-game in this game. So destroy that like button. Show the love. We've been doing it all series long. The Elite Four, the Cardinals, down. We wrecked them. Why did I wreck them? Because I'm too good. Now, I got a really good team, guys, and I think we are a little over-leveled, but don't be mad at me over it. I have no control over being over-leveled at this point, okay? I took the advice of the development team in the chat, so don't get mad at me, all right? I'm gonna heal everybody up, and I'll see you guys for the next episode of Pokemon Xenoverse. No spoilers in the comments, please. Don't be that guy. It's really annoying, okay? I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!